Google XML Sitemaps plugin. Websites can get pretty big, and sometimes even though you try to link to everything, you don't, and things aren't linked as well as they should. And Google actually created a tool. There's a way that you can create a sitemap that is friendly to Google, and of course a sitemap is something that lists all the pages on your site. So this is absolutely something that you need to do on your site because Google likes it. It makes it easier for Google to find your site, well, not find your site, but to find all the pages on your site and of course rank them accordingly. So by all means we want to do this. Now fortunately there's a plugin that makes this a little bit easier to do. Actually it makes it very easy. It's automatic. So what we need to do is, well, there is a bit of work involved to get this set up. Once you activate the plugin, chances are you're going to go here, XML sitemap under settings, and you're going to get this message here. There's a problem writing your sitemap file because you first have to create it and make it writable. So let me, here are the directions for the Google Sitemaps. You need to use FTP, which we used earlier. We used FileZilla, and actually go ahead and create these files. You need to create in the WordPress directory sitemap XML and also sitemap.xml.gz and make them chmodded to 666. Now if you're not sure how to do that, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now, but you can always get additional help from FTP site itself, such as FileZilla. So let's go ahead and create those two files. I'm going to create them on my desktop. I'm just going to open up Notepad, and it's a blank file. I'm going to save this one as sitemap XML, and then I'm going to save another one as sitemap XML.gz. I think that's right. Let me cheat here and look. Okay, it is. So now I have these two blank files on my desktop that I'm going to go ahead and upload. So I'm going to open up my FTP program. Okay, so I'm here in my WordPress directory, right in the general part of the directory. Not before we worked in the WP content folder where the plugins are, but we want to be right out here. And here are the two files that I created. I'm going to go ahead and move them on over. Okay, let's look at them. Here they are. And now I want to go ahead and select both of them and chmod them. To do that using FileZilla, I'm going to highlight them and then right click, File Permissions, and then change this to 666. It's 644 by default. We need to make them writable. This is going to allow the plugin access to be modifying these files. Okay, so now that that's done, we'll go back into here. I'm going to click oh, there, I didn't see it because it was a different text there. Click on this again to load it. Okay, so I refreshed the page, but this didn't change because actually it's not going to take change until I go ahead and rebuild the sitemap. Now please note, I get in this message here that my blog is currently blocking the search engines. That's because I'm working with a sample blog that I don't even want to be indexed, so that's why this appears. If you get this, make sure that you click on that and change your privacy settings because obviously you want your blog to be not blocked. So here are all the different options for the sitemap. I'm just going to suggest to you that you leave them the way they are. Of course, you can do extra things like notify Yahoo about updates to your blog, get to go ahead and get a key through Yahoo. You can also change some things here, and you can dive into that if you want, but the default settings are certainly good. I'm going to go down here. You can also include different things if you want to include even more in your sitemap. But again, the default settings are pretty decent. They were done with SEO in mind. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Update Options. And now it's actually writing to the file. Okay, so you can see here that I went ahead and built it. For some reason I still got errors, so I clicked on this here to rebuild the site manually, the sitemap, and that time it did build for me. So Google and Bing were notified, and you can see there was a problem with Ask, and we can you can investigate that if you wish. But now the sitemap has been built, and it's something that does update automatically as you add pages. So once you have it in place, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Of course, you can go visit your individual sitemap and submit it places if you ever wanted to. And let me just show you here, going back to my files, you can see here that this is my sitemap right here, sitemap.xml. And you can navigate to that file on your site if you wanted to. Let me go ahead and do that. And mine's going to be pretty small. Oops, sorry about that. Wrong address. Mine's going to be pretty small because there's not much here at this point, but the cool thing is you can have a humongous site and it's going to go ahead and build it for you right in the spot like that, and then of course also update it on a regular basis. So again, this plugin is something that you really do need to use because it's going to make life a lot easier, because you definitely want to have a Google XML sitemap.